Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Connection with another Building the Team post-sealed report. So, if you've been following the channel the last few days, you've probably noticed a series of unboxing videos for the new HeroClix set, House of X. Well, as usual, once the new set releases, most players end up playing doing a sealed tournament, which is what my group did last night. The way that works is you buy 2 boosters, build a team with what you pull from the boosters. Now, I know that Old Man Phoenix is sitting here. That's mainly just, I like showing him off. I mean, he's just so cool looking. Look at him. Isn't he awesome? But I did not pull him tonight. Probably would have done better if I had, honestly. So, our first booster, we got, surprisingly we got, well, we probably did technically the team booster, now that I think about it, but we got Dr. Aaliyah Gregor in the first booster. Dr. Gregor was one of the chief villains in the House of X story. She's a scientist for the group known as Orcus. She comes in at 20 points, has the AIM, Sentinel, and Scientist keywords. Looking at her dial there, we got 3 clicks of Stealth, 2 clicks of Incap, followed by a click of Smoke Cloud, a couple clicks of Willpower on damage with a special power, Science Commander of Orcus. Leadership. Friendly bystanders within 5 squares modify their combat values by +1. Okay, that's, in all honesty, that's relating to the Krakoan Revival trait, so that she kind of gives them a boost, which kind of makes sense, as one of them is an Orcus bystander. Anyway, the next figure we got was Corsair. Like I mentioned in my unboxing, we have not had a Corsair in a very long time. Corsair here comes in at 60 points. He's got the Starjammers, Pirate, and Soldier keywords, as well as improved targeting, ignores hindering terrain. We also have a trait, Leader of the Swashbuckling Space Pirates. Leadership, probability control. Once per turn, you may reroll the attack roll of a friendly character with the Starjammers keyword. Now, I mentioned this in the unboxing video as well, but I'm going to mention this here. A few things to note. He does not require line of fire for that secondary reroll. Basically, they're on the map and friendly with the Starjammer's keyword. He can do the once per turn. He may reroll an attack roll of theirs. Now, looking at his dial, I mentioned this yesterday as well, or during the unboxing as well. I really like the fact that he's got this split up dial where basically the top half is ranged. You know, Pirate Captain running in, shooting, and then it becomes close as he gets up close and personal with the people he's attacking. And it goes from running shot, energy explosion, inertial deflection and enhancement to charge, blaze claws, fangs, combat reflexes, and close combat expert. Honestly, I really like that. It's a neat way. There are quite a few dials in this set that are kind of have that, are set up in a, you know, these first few clicks are like this, these next few clicks are like this, and it's kind of nice actually. Oh, shoot. Next up we got Wolverine. This is the uncommon. So Wolverine here comes in at 100 points or 50 points. He's got the X-Men team ability as well as the Horsemen, X-Force, X-Men, and future keywords, and improved movement ignores hindering terrain. We've also got a trait Adamantium Lace Bones and Mutant Healing Factor. Grants him toughness. He only takes a maximum of 3 damage from attacks. This is not protected from Pulse Wave, so if he gets hit with a single target Pulse Wave, he's taking the full thing. He's taking the full brunt of it. Then the last part of the trait is at the beginning of your turn, heal 1 click. That came in handy, trust me. Anyway, looking at his dial, we get a couple clicks of charge, click of sidestep, a couple more clicks of charge, click of sidestep, and a final click of charge. A few clicks of precision strike, followed by 2 clicks of blades, and another click of precision. He's got Indomitable on defense, so built-in willpower, which is always a plus. open up with combat reflexes followed by a few clicks of super senses. Damage-wise, we open up with a decent chunk of exploit weakness followed by some battle fury. And next we've got Moira X. Moira X is a figure who looks like she'll be fun to use. It's just she's a finesse piece, plain and simple. So she comes at 75 points, has the Brotherhood team ability as well as the Brotherhood of Mutants, X-Men, Future, Past, and Scientist keywords. We have 2 traits. First, I have learned from my many lives. Moira X can use the standard powers printed on her card for lower click numbers, her previous lives. Next up is the uncanny life of Moira X, explaining she isn't a standard character, can't be equipped or be a pilot. Takes a maximum of 1 damage from attacks, can't be healed and can't be chosen from Mastermind or Krakoan Revival. All of that is protected from Pulse Wave. Okay. Looking at her dial, we've got Stealth, Incap. Click 1 is Stealth, Incap, Stealth, Incapacitate, Super Senses, and Support. Then Running Shot, Precision Strike, Inertial Deflection, and Enhancement. Then Charge, Blaze Claws, Fangs, Combat Reflexes, then Exploit Weakness. Then Sidestep, Smoke Cloud, Willpower, and Probability Control. Followed by Force Blast, Energy Explosion, Barrier, and Outwit. And finally, Plasticity, Quake, Toughness, and Leadership. Kind of like that late dial leadership there. It's a nice surprise. Finally, from the first booster, we also pulled Magneto. So Magneto here comes in at 150 points, or 90 points, or 25 points. I read him at 50. Well, largely to be considering him from the 150 point starting dial. He's got the Brotherhood and X-Men team abilities, as well as the Acolytes, Brotherhood of Mutants, Quiet Council, X-Men, Deity, Politician, and Ruler keywords. He also has improved targeting, ignores characters, and he has the Krakoan Revival trait when he's at 90 points. If he's at either 150 points or 25 points, though, no Krakoan Revival trait. Anyways, so looking at his dial, got a long one for one thing. The first half of his speed on his dial is Running Shot, then we go to Sidestep. We got a few clicks of Energy Explosion here and there, then a couple clicks of Telekinesis, also, again, here or there. He's got Indomitable on defense. He also opens up with a special defense power, Executing Moira's Plan. Inertial Deflection, Mastermind, but he may choose a friendly character within 4 squares in line of fire instead of adjacent. Okay, alright. That gives way to regular Mastermind, then back to Moira's Plan, then Inertial Deflection, then back to Moira's Plan. On damage, we open up with a special power, Breaking Human Norms, which grants him leadership and makes him a retaliator. The way that works, as a free action, if no other friendly character has been placed this turn, choose an opposing character within range and attack Magneto or damage a friendly character with the X-Men keyword since your last turn. Place Magneto such that he can make a range attack targeting the chosen character. Then do so targeting only that character. Okay. Then that gives way at first to a few clicks of probability control, back to the retaliation click, then perplex, then outwit, then final click is retaliation. In fact, that final click is where what he comes in at 25 points. And we'll take a quick look at the Krakoan Revival. For all characters of this trait, when a friendly standard character with the X-Men keyword and a lower point value would be KO'd by an opposing effect, you may instead choose to turn that character to its starting click this game and place them adjacent to a friendly character that can use this trait. If you do, your opponent scores that character and generates a bystander on this card of their choice, adjacent to any of their characters. Your opponent then scores 10 points for every bystander they generated this game via this trait, regardless of source. Okay. So your bystander options are the Orcus Soldier, Coven Akaba. Yeah, the Orcus Soldier's got Running Shot, Penetrating Psychic Blast, Energy Shield Deflection, and Enhancement. Coven Akaba. Coven Akaba, Phobos Armor, and the Skinless Assassins are all autonomous, it should be noted. Coven Akaba has Stealth, Precision Strike, Barrier, and Probability Control. Horde Culture has Sidestep, Incapacitate, Defend, and Support. Phobos Armor has Force Blast, Energy Explosion, Impervious, and Outwit. The Skinless Assassin has Flurry, Blaze Claws, Fangs, Combat Reflexes, and Shape Change. And PhD Apes have Charge, Quake, Toughness, and Perplex. Okay. And actually, now I really stop and think about it. Two of these are actually Orcus related. The Orcus Soldier, obviously, and the PhD Apes, as the PhD Apes were Orcus scientists who turned themselves into apes rather than being captured. So our second booster, start off with Cypher. Cypher here comes in at 35 points, has the X-Men team ability as well as the Hellions, New Mutants, Quiet Council, X-Factor, X-Force, and X-Men keywords. He also has improved targeting, ignores characters and hindering terrain. Looking at his dial, it's rather short, but I mean it's only 35 points, so you know. Got some sidestep, a couple clicks of telekinesis. On defense, he's got a special power for all 3 clicks called I've designed all of Krakoa's defenses. Barrier, Toughness. When Cypher uses Barrier, after resolutions, you may knock back any number of opposing characters adjacent to his barrier markers 2 squares each. That could be useful. I think Barrier has a minimum range of 6. Let's see if I'm going to pack right quick. Yeah, there we go. We do have a pack down here. Okay. Oh, minimum of 4. Alright, so still, it's, you know, better than right up in front of him, so. But he also has 3 clicks of Perplex. So, you know, not too shabby. Next up, we've got Polaris. I am quite irritated that WizKids opted to reuse this sculpt again instead of giving us a new Polaris sculpt. But Polaris comes in at 50 points, has the X-Men team ability as well as the Starjammer's X-Factor and X-Men keywords. We have a trait, My Father's Legacy. Once per turn when an opposing character is placed, after resolutions you may place that character up to 2 squares away from their current square. Damn. Oops. Anyway, looking at her dial, we've got a couple clicks of Running Shot, start off with, followed by a few clicks of Sidestep. We get 3 clicks of special attack power, Magnetic Pulse, which gives her Energy Explosion and Knockback. She then clicks into Telekinesis. Then we get some Energy Shield Deflection on defense, followed by a couple clicks of Super Senses. We get some late dial Range Combat Expert, which actually came in handy. Which can come in handy. Next up, we've got Chamber. I love this sculpt. I really do. I think they did a bang-up job on him. Good job, WizKids. So Chamber comes in at 35 points, has the X-Men team ability as well as the Generation X New Mutants and X-Men keywords. Then we got 2 traits. First off is, here's the pacifism. Shape Change. Chamber can't attack unless the friendly character was attacked since your last turn, or he's the only character on your force. Okay. Next, my body is just a shell for psionic energy. When Chamber is KO'd by an opponent's attack after resolutions, deal 1 penetrating damage to each character within 3 squares. Protected, Pulse Wave. Okay, alright. And like as I mentioned in the unboxing series, when you realize he's starting to get low on his dial, it's probably a good idea to get the rest of your characters away from him. Basically, once he's lost enhancement, get everybody away from him. Looking at his dial, though, we open up with a couple clicks of stealth, followed by a couple clicks of running shot, get couple clicks of poison, followed by a couple clicks of penetrating psychic blast, a couple clicks of toughness, followed by a couple clicks of inertial deflection, and a couple clicks of enhancement. Like I said, once those enhancement clicks go away, you need to get all your friendly characters away. Next up, we pulled Egg, formerly known as Gold Balls, and using the same sculpt that they used for Gold Balls back in X-Men Xavier's school. Egg here comes in at 25 points, has the X-Men team ability as well as the 5 and X-Men keywords. We've got a trait, the 5, Egg. When a friendly character is chosen for the Krakoan Revival trait, after resolutions you may generate 3 light objects in a single square adjacent to that character. Okay. Looking at his dial, we get a couple clicks of Sidestep followed by a few clicks of Force Blast. We get some mid to late dial Precision Strike, a couple clicks of Barrier on defense. We open up on defense or damage. All we've got is a special power, Eggs to Spare. Free. Generate a light object. Okay. All right. And finally, from our second booster, we pulled Cardinal. And yeah, no, Cardinal looks like a red Nightcrawler. Pretty sure that Sinister used Nightcrawler DNA in creating the Cardinal line. So Cardinal comes in at 50 points, has the X-Men team ability as well as the Horseman, X-Men, and Future keywords. We've got 2 traits. Mutant Chimera. When Cardinal uses the X-Men team ability to heal another character until your next turn, that character's defense value becomes 18. When another character uses the X-Men team ability to heal Cardinal, this turn's attack and damage values become equal to that character's predicted values. Okay. Next up, Genetic Predisposition for Non-Violence. When a friendly character within line of fire is damaged by an opposing character, give Cardinal an Apocalypse Seed token. As a free action, roll a d6 and add the number of Apocalypse Seed tokens. On an 8 or higher, remove all action tokens from him. Turn him to click number 5, and he can't use his traits for the rest of the game. Okay. Looking at his dial, his opening dial, this side here, we've got some stealth, some incapacitate, some super senses. Then we go back and forth between perplex and probability control. The terminal Apocalypse Seed dial. We got a click of hypersonic, a couple clicks of charge, a couple clicks of flurry. We get some precision strike, followed by some Blaze Claw's fangs. We continue to have super senses on defense. On damage, we have the special power Terminal Apocalypse Seed, which gives him colossal stamina, and he has protected Outwit. At the end of your turn, if he did not hit this turn, deal him 1 unavoidable damage. As a free action, you may remove any number of Apocalypse Seed tokens. Until your next turn, modify combat by +1 for each token removed. Okay. So, the team I ended up going with what consisted of Magneto, Wolverine, and because I really wasn't thinking about it, Polaris. I ended up going, the first round I won, resounding, well, not resoundingly actually. Basically, Magneto was just really hard to hit, but Wolverine and Polaris were not. Looking back, instead of Polaris, I probably should have run Cardinal. Just thinking about the fact that, you know, Wolverine and Magneto were both, by virtue of being Wolverine and Magneto, we're going to have gigantic targets painted on them, so. But, you know, live and learn, you know? Second round, at first, Wolverine was just nerfed constantly, kind of you know, oh, outwit charge, outwit charge, outwit charge, outwit charge. Which, you know, it's a smart thing. Basically, it was outwit charge, shoot Magneto. Outwit charge, shoot Magneto. Outwit charge, shoot Magneto. And he got hit with a single target pulse wave a few times, which negates his that part of his strength says he takes a maximum of 3 damage from attacks. Now against in the first round, I actually completely forgot about the healing. I didn't completely forget, but for the most part, I forgot about healing Wolverine every turn. Second game and third game, I kept remembering. Okay, heal. Third game, yeah, I got completely hosed. I did manage to take an opposing figure with me, but when 3 figures take out 1 out of 7, yeah, no. But anyway, so we should have another case of House of X coming in later this week. I won't be doing an unboxing video on those. I will, however, be doing a highlight video. We're just kind of showing off the new stuff I pulled, new stuff I got from the box or from the case. That's really it. Just new stuff I got, or any noteworthy duplicates. We're also going to be getting back to a lot of the stuff I've been meaning to do for the last few months. Finishing up things like shared trait videos from Fantastic Four and Absolute Carnage, as well as going into the shared traits in House of X. And of course, we've got ourselves we'll be doing, now that the holidays are over, we'll be doing some building a team videos as well more often. Yeah, we're going to be getting back in the swing of things a lot more here in the future. But yeah, that's all for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal can be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off, saying live long and rock hard.